go into coding because games are not making themselves. Well, this is the coding scene. We need this and this. Come on, PICO-8, you can do it. Thank you. I tried, so I tried basically everything I wanted and nothing really stuck. I did this a few times and like, I think your state machine is on point. Yeah, Mike, thanks for the game, and please go faster. We need more. I can't wait for the release. Also, one day I need to find a better place for this chat because the middle of the code is not like the best one. Yeah, this is the project for Samurai Game Jam. It is gonna be like a rock-paper-scissor kind of reflex game with a cute little like hints for you. Love the old samurai. If you want, you can... This is behind the scenes stuff, but if you want, you can design a head anytime. And I can plop it into the game. I have them differently from the bodies. So I have like the robes. This also needs to be recolored. But I'm not using it at the moment, so... So I have like the robes, and I have the hands. And... I have the heads. Not flags. Hold on. Okay, never mind. There is a flag somewhere, but we don't use flags, so... I have the heads. Yeah, because you need the beards to show up, so you have to draw the head above the robes. But then we have the hands, so I have to like basically cut everything into parts. Because previously it was one sprite. But then you cannot do this. It's like mixed up for the time being. I swear to God that blade there looks like it is poking into here, but it is not. But yeah, and then it is just varied between these heads. It will be just some little character customization screen. SSPR already... No, I am not using SSPR, I don't think. It's just simple sprite calls. Hold on. It's just simple sprite calls and palette resets. So I have a different offset for the two states because the robe is not aligned in the middle. So I have to draw the head in a different place. Then we just set the colors, draw the robes, reset the colors, and then we do the heads and the hands. So like nothing mind-blowing because I didn't need it yet. I might run out of sprite space. I don't think I should because this is still free real estate. And for the map, I need to move the flags into objects as well, colored ones. I want to have a few different backdrops. So now we have this little field. And I want to have more. So you can vary between the fights. That is what I wanted to make today. Hold on, cheesecake. Cheesecake moment. Hold on! The cheesecake! Hopefully it is not burned. At that time. So yeah, summarize. I wanted to make the combat resolutions. So the game is gonna be centered around timing. For example, like in Wild Gunman. So each stage, the samurai is gonna wait for a while and then attack you. And we have 3 stances: high, middle, low. And there will be some rock, paper, scissor kind of thing. So one will beat the other. And you will have to defend. Either defend with the one that is the same, or you have to use the one that beats the other stance. And we can sheath the sword. And because I like this sprite, the sheathed sword sprite, I think we're gonna have something like a score system that we will check on how much time elapsed since you sheathed the sword. So like the longest you can delay this sheathing, the more score you will get. I think the system, yeah, it remembers which pose you want. But like if you don't have the sword out, then you are not defending or attacking. So it's gonna be like a reflex, push your timing for more scores kind of thing. So you can do this and wait for the attack, but then you won't get as much score as you would do otherwise if you would hold your sword. And for the enemy, I'm like thinking on using some kind of system similar to Punch Out. So like they're gonna spawn with their final stance already decided, and they're just gonna play around, and before attacking they're gonna switch to their last stance and then attack almost immediately. But I want some clues on the map or on the screen that signals to you even before they sheath the sword that what they're gonna use. So like, I don't know, if birds gonna fly, then maybe they're gonna have a low stance. If there is a deer on the background, then they're gonna have a high stance or something like that. So like, it's not exactly up to only for your reflexes. So you have like some tips, but that's up to the player to figure out. Yeah, I want to have some tells. That is like, I have already, I think this is the card that I was tweaking around with, right? Ad break. Ah! I hope you have an ad blocker. Yeah, I already have a clue system in. Oh no, let me see if I can bring up an old image. Grand mockup. I think this is the earliest one. So okay, I have this image I post. Oh wow. Let break. And I'm gonna earn 0.002 cents from it. Thank you, Twitch. I like to wait for stuff. So yeah, we had this little bird lighting flying on top, and I think that was one of these early ideas for doing clues. So like you can see here, this was like, this is not gonna be the final one, because this is just me tinkering around with code before the jam started. But like, I think we had, this is the bird that is going up. So like you had this stance, what he's gonna choose, and some time for it to happen, the clue. And I think this was some kind of frog. Hold on. Can I like stance final 1 and didn't reload unsaved changes. I haven't saved something. Hold on. Yeah, and so for the each enemy, I'm thinking on using also the robes, the color of the robes, to tell you like, is this an enemy that is gonna like attack quickly, or is this an enemy that likes to use, for example, an upper stance, but maybe we'll switch later. So there's a lot of things we can play around here. Also, where is my frog? There should be a frog happening. There was a little pond in earlier versions, like right here in the middle, I think. You see there, and for some reason my frog is not showing up. Oh, because he's behind. He's behind everything, that's why. And now if I run, maybe the... Oh, there is the little frog. Bogged out for a moment. So I was playing around with like telling things like this. Not sure if you can hold on. Like if we restore, there should be a frog somewhere coming up. Whoa. There he is. And this will be like an indication that he's gonna attack soon or something like that. I was just playing around with stupid stuff, trying to brainstorm. But yeah, this is what I meant by having little clues. Like, I'm not sure how familiar you're with Punch-Out, but there are like little audience members in the background of the ring, and for certain enemies they like do like a head bop, or they flash a camera, and then that's how you know that they are gonna attack and stuff like that. And I want something like that, not exactly, but something like that. So you don't have to rely on the reflex alone. That is the plan, at least. That is the plan. I am the brain of the operation. Good old Voltar. I miss that game. Okay, so I have to like... What's this here? Bring a little coding for the gym. Beep. Boop. Back to PICO-8. Back to code. Back to OBS. So yeah, that's what I need to decide, like what stance beats what. And like everything is just all over the place. So we are just gonna refactor some code. Their head. I want to make like a dummy stance spot. This one, stance. Final. Also camel case, hold on. I'm a camel case user, not a snake case user. One clue we can get rid of, because I don't think that's how it is gonna work. Holding, oh, that is for the player, if you are holding the So the hold, the unsheathing is a hold, not a toggle. Pulse. And then we need to beep, 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 beep. This is now player dot stance. This is player dot holding. Hold on. I don't need this, because that's not how we're gonna do clues, I guess. And this is enemy dot stance. Can get rid of this. And your samurai head design is brilliant. I'm having too much fun iterating on them. Get ready for plenty. I mean, until we have the sprite space, we can just paste them all. Yeah, that's tense. We should have basically all the spreadsheet for this. This is layer that holding. And this is middle stats. I think that's all. Luke, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're having an amazing weekend. Draw clue. Yeah, we do not have a clue anymore. That's right. We are just cleaning up my gen code. Preparing to make some changes. Thank you for the follow. I assume you are the host for the gem, right? You're the same Luke. If I remember correctly. I'm not yet familiar with all the names in the Discord. I'm still young and early. Welcome. We're just talking about how nerd is into the idea of designing samurai heads, because it is completely different from the whole samurai look. So we can customize them however we want. And I got him lost doing samurai heads. Excited to see what everyone creates. Yeah, me too. Like really looking stuff in the Discord already. It's crazy. It's crazy to see what everyone will create. I'm like fully prepared to see games like mine times 10, but hey, it comes with the theme. Or like the overarching theme, not the sub-themes. That's what I haven't decided yet, if I can integrate any of them into the game. But we will see about that. So, oh yeah. Can you move the heads down in the 8x8 space to use more pixels above? Hold on. I think maybe, yes, I can by one. Because at the moment this one is the biggest one. So we can do just this. Just fine. Oh, but now everyone is like... I had to make a Frost Samurai. Oh my god, yes. I have... That's what I wanted to make one time. I want a punk samurai with like... Oh, that's a deselect. Whoop. Ah, yeah, punk samurai. Oh, it was just crazy. Now I need to figure out some kind of unlocking system for the heads. You can flex on people with your unique get every boss. So we need now a different head offset. Where is it? I think this is now... it should be free, right? Nope. Oh yeah, because this is coming from the top, not from the bottom. Okay, now. Yeah, I still can move because I was playing with the idea of making like a beat 'em up style game, like you can go up to him and slash 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 slash. But since I have the other game like that, I was like, I don't want to get into that rabbit hole again. So, hold on. We have 5 for holding, so we can use 4 for testing. So let's do if beat him e4, then resolve combat, maybe, I guess. Resolve, not combat, duel? Standoff? Oh, that's a beautiful spelling of duel. Jesus Christ. My brain is fried already and we haven't even started coding. Function. Those are the good ideas, to start with a puzzle game and then move on to coding. So, define which stance beats which. So do we go from top to bottom? So high, mid, low, low beats high. Maybe. So now we need... It's like a smart way to do this, because I think stances are just numbers between 1 and 3. Right? Yeah, stance 1, 2, 3. Which is which? Hold on. There's this collection. So 3 is the low, right? This is 5. No, this is the high. Oh, I have them mixed up. Jesus. So 7, 9, 5. Seven low, 9 mid, 5 high, 7 low, 9 mid. So if this is how the beat works, this is positive number. If we sub, this is also positive, but this is negative. So what we can do is, if player.stance equals enemy.stance, then we know it is a draw. But I'm thinking if there is a smart way with like a little quick equation that can help us. But because of the loop around with low and high, I don't think there is one. So let's just if layer, what's that? This is gonna be a long line. Layer dot stance equals 5 and stance equals 9. So this is a win. Or not just or. Because this is gonna be ugly. Is it the simplest? Probably. If this is 9 and this is what, 7? And the last one is the low and the high. So if this is 7, oh, but is fuck me. I don't need the sprite IDs, I need the indexes. Oh my god. So stance, I need to clean this up maybe. Stance 1 is 7, which is low. Stance 2 is 9, which is mid. And stance 3 is 5, which is high. So I need these numbers here. So this is high beats mid, so it is 3 and 2. This is mid beats low. And this is low beats high. High beats low or mid, not low, mid beats low or low beats high. Then we won. Everything else is a lost. So we have 3 states we need to handle. So like, let this be 0, so it can be a false. Let this be 1, and let this be 2. That equals resolve dual. Also, we do not want to go for the stance, we want to go for the stance final. Because the normal stances are just bait, basically. Oh, but then I need a game loop. Let me have a tooltip. And Can resolve this and then just print it into the middle for now. This is tooltip. Hold on, we can local resolve text. The first is lost. One and tide. Resolve text. Tooltip. That's not how we use a tooltip, but okay. Seven. I don't know what 7 is. I think I left 7 as right. Oh yeah. This only needs to happen if tooltip not equals nil. For now, we could leave the nil in, but whoa! This is a then, not an end. Huh? Oh, I need some way to indicate their final stance to see this. So maybe here we do enemy.stance equals enemy.final stance final. So interestingly, this is giving us different results, which is weird. Because the stance final should not change. And our stance is not changing. Oh, because this is also stance final. Where is your head? Print enemy.stance final. It should be 1, it should not change. 32. I think it is something like 32 as well. So stance 1 is the high one, right? Yeah, so we won with low, we lost with mid. And it is nil with high. Oh, because this could be this. Because we are going 0, 1, 2, yeah. And this is an empty string. That's why it was doing that funky stuff with the nil. Now it should be nil, yeah. Stance 1 is the low? I need to remember. Oh yeah, stance 1 is the low. Okay. So if we hold our sword low, we tie. If we mid, we won, and if we high, we lost. Oh, and I want to... we need the... So if you don't have the sword sheeted, then we automatically lose. If not, we are dot rolling, then 7-0. So we auto lose if we don't have the sword out. Okay. Also, we don't have the trees for some reason, but hey. Oh my god. That was a stretch. And a half. I'm not sure why the trees are gone. That's so weird. Oh, that's why the trees are gone. What? Fat fingered my code. So now I want something to... We basically now want a game loop. That's what we want. So we have a very basic game on our hand. So state. No, you saw this like 100 times already. We can borrow this code from here. Where are you? Update. State machine. I don't have a state machine here. What? Okay, then we borrow it from here. Because it is boring to type it out always. Player. We want game one. And probably want some kind of transition. If state transition in. Transition out. I got creative elocution to 32. Send them over. Else if update transition in. Jesus Christ. Update transition out. Holy balls. Okay, I will need the... Boot up a second PICO-8. Loaded cartridge, 0 characters. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're gonna use this last one maybe for the heads. Let me move. Give me this. Let me move these. No, let me move this, thank you. Almost. This was it, right? No, one more up. Yeah, this is it. I kept them all the same hair color, figured you could decide to pulse swap randomly. Oh my god. We want palette swap for heads? This is how you scope creep someone. So what is the easiest way for me to copy all these? I have them loaded on other card, but you probably cannot see them. Let me control Z this. Okay. Now let me control V. Yay, heads. That is, it's E right now. It's V, it's W. Oh, yeah, nerd event, crazy. I like this one. The little owl hairdo. Oh, this is almost me. I like this hairdo as well. Hold on, something is... Oops. I assume this is the hairdo, right? This whole long back, right? Oh, no. This one. I think that's the head position. Hold on. I think the long back was for the next guy. So this one. I think I messed something up here. Yeah, I definitely messed up something while copying these. Let me go back. I need my... Yeah, the last half of them are a little bit offset. You see? Yeah, you saw them move, okay. I must have something while copying them. Oh. And let me copy these last few ones. Oh, okay, that's a feature I did not know. Hold on, let us try it. So assume it works here. Give me the green. It's either control click or shift click. Not control. Not shift. Do I need a selection maybe? On the default view? Could be, could be. Hold on, I need the field. No. Is it pencil too? Oh, we are learning today. So wow, okay, that's fully on the wrong tools app. I need, this is bug report territory. Like, why would my pencil fill in all the colors? That's just... can I do it here? Yeah, it works here as well, okay. So now we save this. Go back to the code. Thank you, I learned something today. And we just change where the heads start. Somewhere down here. So it's not a 1, 2, 2, but the third, which I do not know because that is math and it is weekend. 128. 128. And now the range is not 5, but 16, 32, 36. Now we go back here, and hell yeah! This looks like a 60s David Hasselhoff samurai with the long mullet. And if we restart, we have different heads. It's amazing. Thank you, thank you. I love this guy as well. Like the little owl head. Oh, hold on. I have an idea. I just need... Like, this is a basic hand. What can we do? Oh, I don't have yellow. Oh, I was like, can we do a duck? We do not have a yellow color. 165. Damn, that's a shame. I don't have any yellow. $165. Oh, that doesn't show up correctly. Hold on. Let's switch to the darker green. We have little fletch samurais. Support legend, welcome, welcome. This is like the this is gonna be the paid DLC, like the microtransactions. NFT animal heads inside PICO-8. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This is too much power for one developer to have. I hope you're having an amazing weekend, legend. Welcome to the stream. We are tinkering with the Samurai Game Jam entry for the Samurai Game Jam, hosted by Luke. Nerdy just scoped me with a lot of samurai heads. And we were just having fun with making animals, because why not? Oh my god. Yeah, hold on. Let me screenshot this for Fletch. And then we can return to the usual. So what was it? It was 128, right? Those head. Was it just head? Yeah, it just had. So let's just no. Let's be clean and use things correctly. If we started already like this. No, that's not there. This one. This one is this X and this Y. And the flip. This is the head. This is the Y. This is the X. Give me space after all this. Yeah. This is the flip. This is the flip. And this is X and Y. Almost. Oh yeah, I missed this flip. Now it is working. So if you restart, we should have all kinds of different heads. This is nice as well. Okay, game loop. That's where I was. I was like, I was doing something. Yeah, thank you so much. I will have to. I'm making a note of this, but I will surely remember to put you into the credits. I just typed the nerdy credits for head, and it sounds so bad out of context. Where was I? State machine. That's where I was. I can go to sleep peacefully. Until I decide to separate the sword from the hand and we can have different kind of swords. Not this. Oh, I forgot to save that. My life. We forgot to save. Don't tempt me. We don't need this. Menu player dead one. That's enough for the time being. So let's just do the updates function. Thank you for the game, Nerdy. It was a pleasure to playtest, and thanks for the sprites as well. Have a good rest. Hey, it's kinda late that you already go to sleep. Update menu. Update. I have like an hour in me so far. Yeah. Thank you for popping in. What was it? Update game. Right? It was update game. It's update player, but we want update game. Update. Won. Let's start with the win. This is the boring part, but hey, we have to do this as well. And we need the same for basically the drawing stuff. And this is, I have a state machine inside PICO-8. So we branch from the main draw with the states. We just change these to draw. And we need to create these as well, but we can just grab these from up here. And we don't have to type that much. Because we can just... Oh, that's one more than I wanted. 1, 2, 3, draw. And so now we move the code from the old draw into the game, because this is the game draw. And the same goes for the update. So we grab the old game code from the main update and we move it to the update game. Now we want a state. We should start in the menu. And inside the menu, let's say if PTMP5, then state equals game. And just so we see what is happening inside the draw, we can say print state 0 60, I don't know, 7, doesn't really matter. So now if we restart, we are inside the menu, but we forgot the CLS. That's why we have all that stuff. Let's clear the screen. So now we can see that we are inside the menu. Almost. Let's go up 2 more pixels. And if we press X, we are inside the game. State machine! So now if we just want a title, inside our menu, hold on, where is the draw menu? Draw 1, draw samurai, draw game, oh, it's up here. Then we can just say print amazing gem entry, totally cool, which is not gonna fit, but hey, 27. Amazing gem entry. So this is how easy it is to fool around with these. Oh, I need my custom font also, because the base PICO-8 font is really big. We are using the 64 by 64 mode at the 128 by 128. So you can see how big is the text. You can do it many other ways. I just used, hold on, let me find it. There is a tool made by Tom Hall, if I remember correctly. PICO-8, custom, text. Not text, font. Oh, it's by Ostorek. Hold on, I remember incorrectly. I think the first one is by Hall. So there is this cool link that leads to a PICO-8 card where you can... Hold on, I think I can show it. I go to PICO-8, I save, and I think it is named load, I think font editor. Yes. So that card that I linked is basically this card where you can modify text. And you can set a few parameters here explained real well inside the description. And you can export that font outside and you can import it into PICO-8. So you're not using the basic one, but this new text. So load samurai P8. Let me go back to the coding scene, and inside, not this one, inside my dungeon, I have my custom font for low res. Oh, it's not dungeon, it's crawl. Crawl. And up here, it's gonna give you like a... I think this is that. I think that is the poke call for it, but... Let me find init. Yeah, I think that is the call. So this is basically how you import, I think, the custom font int in. Now if I restart, oh, it's the same one. Is it renamed to crypt? No, it is not. This is the low-res poke. Yeah, that is the low-res poke. Do I need this poke as well? Hold on, I think you may need this one as well. You may need the double poke for the custom font. Oh yeah, that's how you have it. Okay. So now we have our custom font for the game. Not the basic PICO-8 one. It's like a 4x3 font, if I remember correctly. What do we want? Oh yeah, for the update that, we're gonna say if bitmp 5, then we're just gonna call back init, but we need to put the data inside init then. But we're gonna just say state equals menu instead. So if we die, we go back to the menu. And for either of these, we can just call the draw game, because I want to have text over the game. Draw game. So now I can say local text equals 1, for example. Doesn't really matter. Then we can say print text at 32 minus text times 2, because this is gonna align it to the middle, and 32 7. And now inside the resolve we can set ourselves to different states. So we are not returning 0, but so if sword is not out, lose. So then we're just gonna say state equals dead. If both stands are the same, let's move this here. As if. So this is how we draw. So here, this is the win state. So we say state equals 1. And the last one is, so if we are not dead by not pulling out our sword and we did not won, then we just want to say if we do not have the same stance, then we die. State equals dead. Otherwise we just need to restart. So we need some kind of restarting function as well, but for the time being, oh, this is not return, this is just simply state sets. Oh, you cannot do this, you need not here, at the exclamation mark. Yeah. You won. You lost. Also, let me... Oh, I'm holding X here, so X is not the button. For the time being, this is this one. We won because mid beats low. We lose because low beats high. If we do the same one, nothing happens. Okay, so the basic is in. Cool. That's how we have a game loop. Almost a game loop. So now when we won, we just want to set this to some kind of rolling a new samurai, a reset, or a load new. Transition, transition out. And for the time being, let's just work on how we generate a samurai to go up against. So function, create new duel. We're just gonna say, so if you're creating a new duel, we just want to reset the player holding to false and the player stance to 0. We do not have to do anything else for the player. And for the enemy, so enemy.x is not gonna change, it's gonna stay in the same spot. Reroll new enemy samurai. So what we want is to roll a new head, enemy.head equals this new random value. Enemy dot stance, that doesn't really matter, but let's start with 0 as well. And enemy dot stance final should be a new random R&D 154. So this is the basic we need. We also need a timer till an attack. Enemy dot time left for attack, maybe. That speaks for itself, I think. Should be like, I don't know, a second, maybe 60, which is 2 seconds. And we want to have a time period where he will hold his final stance. Enemy dot final stance. Also, you have time to react to his actual stance if you could not figure it out from the environment. Final stance hold should be, I don't know, like 20 frames maybe. Which is like 2/3 of a second. So now inside the game, from the menu we can say state equals game, and we can say that create new duel, please. And inside the update game, now we are gonna say that if enemy dot time left for attack is greater than 0, then enemy time left for attack minus equals 1, so decrease it 1 by every frame. And then else. He can also play around with his stance. Decrease the time till the opponent attacks. Let them switch around randomly to juke. But if the time left for attack is 0, then we just gonna call resolve duel. So we can get rid of this. We don't need that. That's what's the dummy we wanted to. Well, we can keep it in. But to do, remove before publish. And when we are drawing, this is draw player, draw opponent. We're just gonna say local opponent stance equals 0. If opponent stance is greater than 0, then not opponent stance, it's this is the actual stance he's holding. Enemy dot stance is greater than 0, so if he changed his stance from the previous one, then we're just gonna say opponent stance equals stance sprite enemy dot stance, and replace this part, opponent stance, and here we want to modify it, because if he already showing his last stance, then we don't want to use this one. I mean, technically we can do that in update, right? We could do if time left for attack is greater than 0. Here we're gonna say if we roll the random and enemy dot time left for attack is greater than enemy dot show final stance hold. This should be renamed. So if we rolled to change his stance and he's still not holding his final stance, then we want to change randomly as if this happens. This could be, hold on. This is like, so if we still have time to play around, then we are gonna change every other case. We're just gonna say enemy dot stance plus enemy dot final stance final. And that should do it. We need more seconds, hold on. 60 is not enough. Let's go up to 90, which is 3 seconds. I'll give you 1 second to react. Oh, that's not good. So something is up with his sprite. What is up with the sprite? Down here. Oh, this is 1. The default just holding the sword is 1, not 0. This is 0. Yeah, now it is good. So now we won because he holded a high stance and we holded the low stance. Okay. So to create a new enemy, all we have to say is inside the update 1. For now we won't do transitions. We're just gonna say create new duel, and we're gonna say the state back to the game. Yes. I hold it the high, which beats the mid. So now if I press C, we should go into a new duel. Oh, I thought he was gonna change. But yeah, that's why we're gonna have a few indicators before like doing the attack and such. Ah, I wanted him to change as well. So let's clean this up a bit. Because this is almost like a dummy proof of concept for a king. Project? Game? Like we have a game loop basically. So for that we can have a score, and if we won, which is in resolve combat, update 1 resolve duel here, we're gonna say score plus equals 1. For now we can print this score, but we're gonna have like a little stage kind of thing. We can print the score basically on every screen, right? Print score 60, let it be 55, 58, 11. So now we have that little. So now we won 1, so it is on 1. Oh, I was not fast enough to go too low. So now we lost, and then we want to reset the score. So if state was dead, score equals 0. And one more thing I want is to have the enemy do a little step back before attacking, so you know that he's in his final form. So inside the update, opponents attack timer. Here maybe issue is we only want to do this once. This is when he starts to hold his final stance. So maybe we can say that if enemy.stance, this is a jank way to do this, but it works, I think. Enemy.stance final, then Oh, but then he's not gonna move if he's holding the same stance. Enemy.x minus equals 0.5. So now he is coming toward us, but I want it the other way. We want to plus it, and maybe just with 2. Oh, yes. So now I have an indication when he's starting to attack, and you need to react to that. Oh, we need to reset the X. In the create new duel, enemy.x equals 22. And now we just need to do a function reset duel, because if we draw, then we want to roll new values for the enemy. This happens when we use the same stance. So if state equals game, so if we don't switch states, that means we drew. What is the word? Then we're just gonna say reload the duel. And he's still going, I think, too far. Let me change that. 1 maybe. Yes. So let's try to tie with someone. That is out of memory. Oh, not resolve duel. That's why we were going recursively back into the Shadow Realm. It is reset duel. So now we tied. We held 1 higher. I was too slow. Now we tied. Now we tied. We tied. Now I won. I had to hold the lower one. And yeah, that's the basic game loop. We're gonna have a few indications on the stage for you to figure out earlier, before the attack, that what is the enemy gonna hold. But that is the basic plan. Hold on. Let me clean up a bit. And then... there's a way to give text outline without an outline function now. With like print parameters, and I always forget what they are. Print Is it in Rogue? Oh, yeah, this is the one. This hash mark 0. I think that is the one. Which is outline with color. So you say... So you append this to a text and give it a color, so... Let's choose 10 maybe? For the win. And let's choose... I think 14 is red. Now if we go back to here... Oh, it is a full outline. Also, it looks like I remember it wrongly. Hold on, let me look it up. That is always the sure way. PICO-8, print. I might need to like not shorthand form. I want the yeah, this doesn't talk about that. Does Nerdy site talk about it? Teachers. So Nerdy has a cool website. Not that. This. Oops. Not this one. This one. Fuck my life. That's the basic one. And you can go to guide. You can go to started controls, commands, I guess. Nope. Where is the print? Screen? Right to the screen? Set the cursor position. Clear the screen. Oh, it doesn't talk about this. Appendix A, control codes. Print C and also, you have to say hexadecimal numbers. That is the issue. Here it says the superset of hexadecimal format. So if you want to use 14, that is D, right? And this is A, I think. So let me not unsheath the sword. Oh, that's the bright blue. Then I need F, which is weird. Yep, we lost. I might need my own outline function because this whole big outline I do not like. Print outline. Welcome. Welcome to the fray. Print outline, text 11. It is just a wrapper above the basic PICO-8 print, where it offsets the text around the base text and creates like the background color. And this is 14. So if I don't unsheath my sword, yeah, I like this outline much better. But if I I held down the dummy button. Now we won. But 11 is a dark blue, so I need 10. Hell yeah. Oh. And that is probably what we're gonna stop for today. We basically have a game loop, it is playable. I can like export and send it to a few friends. But it's nothing much for the moment. But yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in, who followed. And we're gonna see each other maybe tomorrow. We're gonna see that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Almost sure that I won't. But Monday is gonna be a stream day. Probably because I need to finish the geometry. So yeah. Thank you everyone who tuned in, and hope you have a nice rest of your weekend. So yeah, happy gaming, happy jamming for those who also do the game jam, and yeah, see you everyone.